So the cell phone company of Japan called AU or probably AU. I,
Probably AU.
I'm not. I don't know how it's pronounced. They're marking the 10th anniversary of the Transformer Michael Bay movies in Japan, and to celebrate that, they're going to be opening up a crowdfunding partnership with Takara to make a anniversary product of a Infobar Optimus Prime or Neshikigoi, which is apparently a transforming cell phone
Yeah.
to celebrate. Apparently, the cell phone that Optimus Prime transforms into is a throwback to the very first cell phone that this company AU made around that era in 2007.
Mm.
And it's not the first cell phone transformer, and
Nope.
it's not the first time Optimus Prime is turned into some kind of household device that isn't a car or a truck or any kind of vehicle, because we have the
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 shoes,
we got the shoes, we got
the hat.
the PlayStation.
Yeah.
So this is now Optimus Prime's a cell phone, and again from the
Oh, a battery bank.
yeah, the bank, yeah, it's true, the power bank one. So this is something that Infobar Optimus Prime. There's no link yet to the crowdfunding website, but it will be live soon. When I do get a link, I'll put it in the description of this segment in the video. And I mean, there's no prices yet or how they're going to go about it, but it's an interesting looking thing. It's obviously a non-functioning cell phone.
Yeah.
It's just
Ooh, the pen. That too.
yeah,
There. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking back about all the other.
yeah, all the weird products that there
Yeah.
were like again.
So
So
and I think we've both bought. I remember I bought the pen.
well,
Like he just transforms into like a skinny Optimus
the
Prime, but still, it's a nice posable figure that you could use on your desk.
the the concept of inanimate object transformers is not a foreign idea, and the movie line itself had the entire Real Gear line, which
Mm.
sported cell phones and cameras and all kinds of stuff like that. So
Don't forget about Reflector.
yeah, well reflector, sound
I
wave. I
mean
mean,
these like
all the
these
Microman stuff, but
yeah
the Microman molds.
blaster.
But essentially, this is some kind of partnership 10th anniversary thing that might happen, might not happen if they don't get the money they need to then make the product. Personally, it seems like it's nothing I'm too excited about because you know I think Optimus Prime gets enough weird merch. I know that when I went to HasCon, I got all the exclusives
Hmm.
except that power bank Optimus Prime because I was like too expensive, kind of silly, not really, anything.
Can you use him as a
It's a
power bank?
functioning power bank.
That
That's
that's pretty good.
that's why it was expensive.
That's pretty good.
But that's just it. It was one of these things where it's like, okay, I get why it's expensive because it's a functioning power bank, but I'm not feeling it. And again, I like Optimus Prime in
You could have
different.
used it in non-Optimus Prime mode.
No, I would have probably just ended up in the shelf, and that would have been it. If it would have not been a power bank, like if they would have saved that slot and saved the budget and made a toy that was $20 cheaper, I would have appreciated that a lot more.
Hmm.
Then and the power bank was actually one of the few things that didn't sell out from the
Uh,
from the Hascon Club store. So it's no surprise. Like I wasn't the only one that felt that. And it's the same thing here. Like we all love a good Optimus Prime toy, but sometimes when you throw the iconic product lead of the Transformer brand, you just throw it on anything. Sometimes it falls on lukewarm reaction. Again, like you mentioned,
yeah.
the Cap Transformer, the Nike shoes, and all that stuff. All of that stuff, oddly enough, wasn't received well. Like the
Okay,
the shoe
okay.
Transformers, it had Optimus, Megatron, Ultra Magnus. That was it. It didn't go further than that because no one really cared. Same thing,
Hmm.
the cat bots, it was the same thing. They went with two characters and then they stopped because there just wasn't
But it's
enough
super
demand.
weird because all the time, for the longest while, you keep hearing people, "Oh, look at this USB cat bot!" And everyone's going crazy about it. I think they did. Was the Soundwave MP3 player was that legit?
It was a working MP3 player that worked
No,
with
but no,
SD
no. Was that?
cards.
I'm sorry. Was that a
Yeah,
Hasbro
it was. It was.
Takara
It was part
actual?
of what was called the Device Label series by Takara. It
Okay.
came in three colors. It came in blue, white, and Sound Blaster colors, which was like a purple black.
Hmm.
And it actually worked with legitimate SD cards. That's how. And it was a working one. I have the blue and the white version personally.
Right.
I got they and again those two weren't very successful. Ended up on mega clearance. They had
Uh.
matching headbuds that turned into Rumble and Frenzy.
Hmm.
Um,
Earbuds.
and
Earbuds.
then they had a device label blaster, which was like a USB port like separator thing or broadcast as he's called in Japan. And then
Ah.
you were mentioning the USBs. They did Tigatron, Ravage, and a Cheetor colored one. And then
Right.
they went on to do a Triptychon slash Grimlock colored other one. There was a lot of that device label stuff. Again, that stuff is out there, and almost all of it, amazingly, almost all of it wasn't well received. I'm not saying they were bad, but it's just
Yeah.
they weren't exactly successful. So something
Hmm.
like this coming around, while it's cool, I guess, at the same time, I don't really see it getting legs, considering all the past products that
Cause.
did not see success. And even the Real Gear line from the movie line,
Mm,
after they did that Real Gear line, they never visited it again. They never
right.
touched those molds ever again because it was just filler. It was just
Cause
filler stuff.
I kind of dug the Optimus Prime pen.
Yeah,
Only because the Optimus Prime itself, the actual alt mode, the actual robot mode, looked really cool and it was super posable. As opposed with this, like okay, his mode in phone mode looks really nice, like looks like a phone. It could trick somebody, but then when you transform him into the robot, it looks really
yeah.
uh,
Well, you know what's
like
funny?
they could have saved that for another character or something, you know?
Recently they did a iPad Soundwave, and
Mm.
I remember everyone talking to me about it, like, "Oh my God, there's a Soundwave iPad," and then it just came and went, and no one cared. You
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
like a lot of those kind of wacky device transformer things.
Well, you tell somebody the price of it, and they're like, "Nah,
Well,
I'm
that too,
good."
and then I imagine if this is a crowdfunding thing, it's probably going to be a little pricey. It's going to be in yen currency.
Hmm.
Um, and it's something that might get excited about initially, but then I think it's going to cool very quickly, just like everything else. I mean,
Mm.
it's cool. I appreciate the effort, but at the same time, there's so many other things I rather have.